but I thank the Most High for his goodness and just all he's done and us being together. I'm definitely excited for our fellowship. What seems small to some of you guys coming and looking to hear what you look to do and you don't understand, you're demonstrating your obedience. Just like you said how important it was with Vashti, no doubt. That ain't the first time he had a feast. So what's different from this one than any other one I came to? So I just won't make this one. But as you can see, her estate was given to another. Sometimes with us, people wonder, remember we lost in the past for not making feasts. I remember that. And people wonder why. And for whatever reason it was, he let their estate be given to somebody else. Things that we might find small and minute or not small and minute, it shows your continuance and how well you'll continue to be steadfast. That's what he told her, find out my brother and be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding. A lot of times what we'll do is say, well, I always make them. Sure, if I miss this one, it won't make a difference. But Vashti wound up losing her estate and it fell into the hands of another. So I teach each and every one of us, don't become comfortable or complacent with your position. You have to think about her. What could she possibly lose? She married to the man who rules it all. But when they looked and said this was going to cause a conflict with everybody else that's watching, that's the same thing we look at. We are the people that the Gentiles were going to look into. That's how they're going to see him through us. He's not coming out here to manifest himself to them. So when they look at us and we don't do it, don't you think it's going to cause them? He said, my name is blasphemed among the who? Among the who? Among the who? Because of who? Vashti. There you go, Vashti. That's why the people don't lay the heart the importance of showing up, becoming obedient or staying consistent in their behavior because of you. And that's the same thing his advisor brought. Now, you go ahead and you keep her, but just understand, she hadn't just done damage to you. She's done damage to everybody. This is going to cause a conflict with your establishment. And that's what he got to look at. He's not going to keep us on board, folks, to continue to just do what we want to do. People say, well, I didn't put aside. I'm not able this time, maybe next time, or whatever it might be. You put aside to pay your bills. Yep. You put aside to do whatever it is you want to do in life. When it come down to something he told us to do, that's the problem he had with us. In the book of Kage, he told her, he said, is it time for you to live in your sealed houses? He said, well, my house lie desolate. He said, desolate, my house. Look at my house. He said, but look at you in your sealed house. You said the time on your who has not come. But he said, but it's time for you to lay in your sealed houses. So now every one of us had to come back and start to look and see the importance of it's about being obedient. I use an example of, just say hypothetically, this color is biblically written in our law and commandments not to wear it. Because if you wear this color, it's going to cause you to go after other gods and your heart going to turn from the Almighty Elohim. Well, I have this color on, and I'm convinced that this color will not turn me away from loving him, and I'm not. I have this shirt on that has no dampering or hampering on me obeying or doing what he told me. But the whole time it has, because I hadn't obeyed. This is back to what Yashayahu told her. They have not all obeyed. See, the mere fact I had it on shows already my heart's turned. Now, to me, that's why the book said there's a way that seemed right unto a man, but the end thereof, because I told you not to do it, but you put it on anyway. And the whole time I'm convincing myself, I don't see why. What does a color have to do with anything? It has everything to do with it. I told you not to do it. The only problem with the tree that was in the garden was I told you not to eat it. And I told you not to eat it for a reason. Your sin and your trespass was that you did what you want to do, that you went away from the commandments. And that's the very thing we want to make sure that we try to make sure we keep our minds to do. And everything we all got obligation. We got so many other things we have to do or want to do. But it shows your obedience. You got me? That's the whole purpose of you being here. It's just showing your obedience. And the things that might seem small and minute to you are the things he's looking for. He's looking for somebody that has prepared their heart and mind to be accepted of him. Y'all got me? But a lot of times we hadn't looked at those things. Y'all got me? You're looking to be somebody he can pour his spirit into. He's only looking for a certain person. He's got a criteria for the person that he's mandated he's going to put his spirit in. In order for you to be that person, you got to meet the mandate. Y'all got me? Amen. Somebody had to separate their hearts. Somebody whose mind got to be set for it. Y'all got me? Amen. But now when we start to look at us and how we do things, it's somewhat different. Right quick. Not right quick. This will be quick. Because the man gave y'all a message, and he took my pen. You can do a good job and then you can steal and all your work be in vain. No, the black one. When I knew he was going to date a black woman and marry her, I didn't think it was going to be everything black he was going to take. Leave us some. You took the black woman. Can we keep some black? I know, it's that black. It's that contagious reaction to black. This will be quick. Matthew. I don't even want to. Oh, goodness. They don't try to get out the way. Y'all got me? Matthew. Yeah, you're right. See, that show you right now. You ain't supposed to be up here at the board. Because I'd have got there right the first time. Matthew. Chapter 9. Give me verse 11. We'll read down. Just a couple of things right quick. He's definitely right about that. A lot of us don't consider being chosen as a blessing. You might not be chosen to be a millionaire, a movie star, or great athlete, or whatever these other things are, but to be chosen to be saved far outweighs all of that. What good is that? As it said, what profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What will a man give in exchange for his life? That's for every one of us. A lot of times y'all do stuff, like I tell y'all, don't eat certain things, stay away from certain things, don't go certain. Y'all will go anywhere. You don't realize this is just a direct disobedience to what you've been told to do. It's for a reason. Everything you've been told for a reason. Y'all got me? The people that we sit here and we dwell among are working for our destruction, just like they did during the time of what we call Purym. Y'all got me? During that time, something was cast called lots. They cast lot for us. Huh? They was trying to kill us. That's the same thing that's going on now. They're trying to kill us. These people have conspired. Do you not know that the government has been paid to try to out a certain race of people? You're so dumb, you don't even realize the same thing's going on now. Huh? They're doing, that's why they poison the food, that's why they poison the water, because these people have paid the kid. The same thing they did with Yahushua, they paid money for him. Huh? Look at the people, and you're so ignorant, you think Flint, Michigan is the only place. They got other states. Listen, now it's being outed that all of these states have been doing this in predominantly black neighborhoods. They have been poisoning you with lead water. That's the same thing they did with Yahushua. They tried to give him poison. He told you the same thing they did when they came to food. They've been poisoning us. The only way we can see this and see the connection is through the word. The people that are sitting there inheriting our land are ignorant and don't even realize there's no way they could be the people. If they're the people, he called them bastards. How could bastards be the people? In the book of Zechariah, in the 9th chapter, he said the people that were going to inherit Ashdod, he said they were bastards. The people that have inherited our land are bastards. They are illegitimate. This is biblically known for. We've been told about these people who profess to be the Yahudim. He's I find them liars. Everything leads back to us, an impoverished people, or people that he told you about in the 109th chapter of the book of Tahalim. It actually refers back to us. We were left a widow when he left. Not only that, you were left fatherless. Guess what you always left doing now? You're begging. You're begging. You're begging the government to tell you. You're always begging the white man to give you something. I'm the only person that come along trying to stop you from begging this white man. Tell me that's not what you do. You're begging for unemployment. You're begging for jobs. You're begging to give you food stamps. You're begging to give you welfare. You're begging to give you prenatal. You're begging to give you some type of Medicare. That's what he told you you're going to be. You're a constantly a vagabond. Falls right back on you. He said he cast light for my virtue. No, we're looking at virtue now. Look at you. You giving it up. You sold yourself for nothing. You giving yourself over to people for nothing. And these people don't respect you nor your times. Because you don't really respect it. You spend no real obligation of showing yourself to be studious for what you believe in. You show no continuance in nothing that you're doing. Let's just look at something real quick. 9th chapter of the book of Matthew, 9 and 11. They need to consider it. They don't even know they're blessed. I showed you on the other day how you blessed. He turned every one of you from your iniquity. Give you opportunity to hear the word to realize you need to get out the sin business. Go watch these other Hebrew camps and say I'm going to talk about get out the sin business. They're going to try to bring you back to 613 and they don't quite understand themselves. Just like Shaul said, they're going to be desired to be teacher of the law. They don't know what they teach or whereby they confirm. They're not going to bring you into the promise. Because they don't see the need of the promise. They don't see any understanding of it. They're going to connect themselves and try to connect themselves by bloodline, and it's going to be impossible. I don't know how anybody here in this God-forsaken place, this place that is turned away from Elohim can show themselves in any kind of bloodline to be able to turn back to where we come from. Your bloodline couldn't show it. Most of you, every one of you here, I look at you, been raped. Which means your gene going to be more dominant. You're going to go with the father's gene. You're going to go right back to your slave master. We're going to put you right back in Europe. We can't show no connection by bloodline to him. That's why he never set up by bloodline. He set up by faith. The operation of faith will prove us out. We know who we belong to. He knew when he already knew when he cross-gendered us. We've been gendered. The very thing we were told about crossing seeds and gendering seeds has been done. That's why you were told not to mix with the Gentiles. Yeah. And you worried about a cow, you worried about a fish, you worried about a plum, you worried about an apple. You've been gendered. You don't want to talk about it. Talk about seed, gendering seeds. They're talking about a saint and a sinner. Be ye not unequally with who? You know, say here in gender seeds. Let's see what Shaul told you. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 right quick. I got to get out of the way. Why am I up here? Why? 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Give me verse 35 right quick. Let's see what it say. Other brother got me Matthew chapter 9 at verse 11. Other brother, we got to move quick. Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu 30 and 1. Man, there's some work up here y'all can get. He opened up the door for some work. Other brother gonna get me Yarum Yahu. Yarum Yahu. Chapter 2 and 9. Hold them for me. 30 and 1, 2, and 9. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 35. Listen.
And this I speak for your own profit.
Talk to me, son.
Not that I may cast a snare upon you.
But what happens, son?
But for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon Yahusha without distraction.
Listen.
But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely toward his virgin.
What he told him to do, son?
If she pass the flower of her age.
Yeah.
And need so require.
Yeah.
Let him do what he will.
Uh-huh.
He sinneth not. Let them marry.
Come on, son.
Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart.
And doth what?
Having no necessity.
Yeah.
But had power over his own will. Mm-hmm. And has so decreed in his heart that he will keep his virgin.
Yeah.
Doeth well.
Come on.
So then he that giveth her in marriage doeth well.
Uh-huh.
But he that giveth her not in marriage doeth better.
Listen.
The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth.
The wife is what, son?
Bound by the law as long as her husband liveth.
How long is she bound?
As long as her husband liveth.
Who is this bound?
The wife is bound by the law.
Uh-huh.
As long as her husband liveth.
Tell me what happens, son.
But if her husband be dead.
If he has no life in his body.
She is at liberty to be married to whom she will.
Tell me who, Andre?
Only in Yahusha.
So you've already cross-gendered. You already done gender seed. I get them in here, I tell them, you hear the word, I don't know how in the word y'all go get a sinner. This is new. I never taught y'all this. I get them in here, they'll have so many eyes for these sinners. I don't know how you do it. He even told a woman what she could do. So if her husband died, you can marry whom you will. I ain't got no control over that. He said, but only in Yahuwah. Otherwise, you right back that you done deframed the law. You done gender seed. Right. And they worry about they get something set out. Oh, is this a Watusi cow or a regular cow? You got a sinner. You done married a sinner. It's tight, ain't it? It's a tight fuck. That's why we're going to come back and look at this. Matthew chapter 9, verse 11. Ain't no saint going to marry no sinner. Ain't no saint want no sinner. It's contrary to the law. I don't care what my heart might desire. It's going to be contrary to the law. I can't hook no sinner up, man. I'm going to be contrary to the law. Ain't that right? Let's see what the book says. Listen, this is the 9th chapter of the book of Matthew, 9 and 11. Listen, I got to get out the way. Come on.
And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples,
what did they say to him?
Why eateth your Elohim with publicans and sinners?
Yeah.
But when Yahushua heard that, he said unto them, they that be whole need not a physician,
but who, son?
They that are sick.
He could justify why he was there. He's on reading, I'm sitting here with them because they're sick. Huh? They weren't sick. He said, I wouldn't be here with them. A lot of times y'all you did go justify why you were sinners. You've been told that. You're supposed to be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. He was able to justify why he was there. Why are you in the places you at? You a doctor? You can heal people? I'm here because they're sick. What happened, son? They that are whole
need not a physician.
But who, son?
They that are sick.
Talk to me, son.
But go ye and learn what that meaneth.
See that? He said you need to go and learn what that means. I know, he's already know they done threw you, huh? Go find out what that means. What happened, son?
I will have mercy and not sacrifice, for I am not come to call the righteous.
What are you talking about here? Have mercy and not sacrifice. I'll have obedience. I don't need you to make up no offer for me. I can't eat that stuff. I can't do nothing with it. Huh? I need you to obey what I told you to do. Go learn what this means. I need you to obey what I told you. You offered sacrifice because you committed sin. Yes, Yahoo, 66-1. Come on, son, put some wheels on it. Yes, Yahoo, 66-1. Listen.
Thus saith Yahuwah, Shamayim is my throne,
Tell me what else happened, son.
the Arich is my footstool.
Tell me what happened, son.
Where is the house that ye build unto me?
He want to know what house you're going to build unto him. Why is this important for us? Because Daud was told about he was going to have a son going to build him a house. His hand had too much blood on. He had a man going to build him a house. Now he's asking us a question. What house you going to build for me? Talk to me, son.
And where is the place of my rest?
And where's the place of my rest?
For all those things hath mine hand made,
Y'all hear this? All this in my hand have made. And it just got here, Brandon?
and all those things have been, saith Yahuwah.
Listen.
But to this man will I look,
Yeah.
even to him that is poor,
Yeah.
and of a contrite ruach,
Listen.
and trembleth at my words.
See this? He fear me. What about you? Why you don't fear? That's why the people don't come. That's why they don't show up. That's why when he told you about the man had a supper, he invited people. They ain't come. They ain't fearing. What's he going to do? What's going to happen if I don't come? Nothing. Look at Vashti. If she had a second time, I guarantee she'll get it right. Huh? If she had a second time, I guarantee she'd have got it right. She lost her estate. Fooling around with a dinner. You know what Daud told you? Let their table be a snare. That's why she ain't come. I ain't even hungry. I don't even want nothing to eat. He said, let your table be a snare. Huh? And that which should have been for your good. It should have been for her good to be there. It wound up falling against her. That's how you got him. These feasts get people a whole lot of time. It's all about how you sat down and look at stuff. Look at your scheduling. It's other stuff. How many of y'all had other stuff you could have been doing? How many of y'all got other places you could have been? You've already heard that story before, haven't you? Just bought some land. I must need go see it. I bought some yoke of oxen. I must need go prove them. I prayed he let me be excused. He said they all made light of it. Only people this would make sense to are people that know your law. They realize when Vashti was called. Only reason she didn't come, no doubt she had something else to do. It ain't like she was just doing nothing. I'm busy. It's just not conducive for me to be here at this time. But somebody else got your estate. All right. Listen to the book.
He that killeth an ox,
He that killeth a what?
an ox,
You said a cow?
an ox,
Ox, that's in your law. Tell me what they did, Brandon.
is as if he slew a man.
You know what's amazing about that? You wind up doing it too. Just Yahoo 1-1. He tried to tell what you're going to do. Listen.
The vision of Yashayahu, the son of Ammuz,
Yes.
which he saw concerning Yahudah and Jerusalem.
Yes.
In the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, Malachim of Yahudah.
Uh-huh.
Hear, O Shamayim, and give ear, O Aritz, for Yahuwah has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children,
And what happened, son?
and they have rebelled against me.
Listen.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Yes.
and the ass.
Let me back me up what he nourished.
I have nourished and brought up children.
So that would make him fatherless. If he came and he died, what would that leave you?
Without a father.
The kids would be fatherless if he died. That's why you're begging. They just going looking at Yehuda, huh? You ain't looked at your condition. How many of y'all know his kids? But we know you. Come on, son.
And they have rebelled against me.
Talk to me, son.
The ox knoweth his owner.
Oh, my goodness. He that killeth an ox,
Like he slew.
just like he kill a man. Huh? The ox does what, son?
Knoweth his owner.
What does the ox do?
Knoweth his owner.
Hold what you got, son. Give me the 8th chapter of the book of your Ukanon. Your Ukanon. Give me 40. We'll read down. Listen.
But now you seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth,
What happened, son?
which I have heard of Elohim.
Yeah.
This did not Abraham.
Yes.
Ye do the deeds of your father.
Yes.
Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one father, even Elohim.
What happened, son?
Yahusha said unto them, if Elohim were your father,
What would you do?
you would love me.
Uh-huh.
For I proceeded forth and came from Elohim.
Yeah.
Neither came I of myself, but he sent me.
Yeah.
Why do ye not understand my speech?
It's because what, son?
Ye cannot hear my word.
Yeah.
Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you will do.
Come on.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth,
Yeah.
because there is no truth in him.
Come on, son.
When he speaketh a lie,
Please tell me that's not the heat on. Please, somebody. Come on.
he speaketh of his own,
Yeah.
for he is a liar and the
And-
father of it.
Yeah.
And because I tell you the truth,
Yeah.
you believe me not.
Yeah.
Which of you convinceth me of sin?
Yes.
And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me?
Yeah.
He that is of Elohim heareth Elohim's word.
Yeah.
Ye therefore hear them not,
Because.
ye are not of Elohim.
Yeah.
Then answered the Yahudim and said unto him, say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and hast a devil?
Yeah.
Yahusha answered, I have not a devil, but I honor my Father, and ye do dishonor me.
Yes.
And I seek not my own glory.
Yeah.
There is one that seeketh and judgeth. Verily, verily, I say unto you,
Yeah.
if a man keep my saying,
Yeah.
he shall never see death.
Yeah.
Then said the Yahudim unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil.
Back me up, son. Give me verse 35. 8:35. Listen.
And the servant abideth not in the house forever,
Yeah.
but the Son abideth ever. If the Son therefore shall make you free,
Then.
ye shall be free indeed.
Yes.
I know that ye are Abraham's seed,
Yeah.
but ye seek to kill me,
Yeah.
because my word have no place in you. I speak that which I have seen with my father,
Yeah.
and ye do that which ye have seen with your father.
Yeah.
They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father.
Yeah.
Yahusha saith unto them, if ye were Abraham's children,
Yeah.
ye would do the works of Abraham.
Yes.
But now ye seek to kill me,
A man.
that have told you the truth,
This.
which I have heard of Elohim.
Yeah.
This did not Abraham.
Yeah.
Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one father, even Elohim.
Now we're starting to sit back to look at a pattern of behavior when he told us how the ox knoweth his owner. That's why he started to talk about his father and begin to identify who they related to. Now we start looking at what he told you. He that killed the ox is just like he killed the man. That's what we look at with him. We're looking at him being that ox that came to save us, that came to redeem us. We're looking at him burnt offs and offering for sin that would have not. He started talking about bullocks. That's what they prepared. Even when it came down to all Yahoo, when he sat down, he told them to kill and dress him a bullock. That's what we looked at, that redeemed Yashrael, that brought us back. We're looking back at the Son. And then looking back at the Son, we're looking back at what he constructed and looking at all these things we've been doing for years over time. He's never been accepted of. Come on back, son, to that Yeshayahu 66. Yeshayahu chapter 66. What verse you left out? Verse 4?
Verse 3.
I'm going to get ready to get y'all out the way. Listen.
He that killeth an ox
Is what, son?
is as if he slew a man.
See that he that killed the ox is just like he slew a man. So what you think happened? They could have looked at him as just some dumb animal, but they didn't realize you killed a man. What else happened, son?
He that sacrificeth a lamb
Is what?
as if he cut off a dog's neck.
Come on, son.
He that offereth an oblation
Is what?
as if he offered swine's blood.
What happened?
He that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol.
You see all these different things he came back to let us know about? All this stuff we've been doing over a course of time for sin, he letting you know it hadn't been accepted. Everything you've been doing, you've been looking at it one way, he said another one. That same Yeshua who tried to tell you, my ways are not your ways. Yeah. You've been thinking all this stuff you've been offering up has been something he's accepted. He hadn't been pleased with it. Who told us about that? Mick, y'all told you about it. In the 6th chapter, he asked you, wherewithal shall I come before Yahuwah? And would he be pleased if I brought 10,000 rivers of oil? If I gave my firstborn the fruit of my body for the sins of my soul? Or 10,000, he said, but he done showed you what it is. And what does he require? But to walk justly. And walk humbly before you Elohim. Isn't that what he told you? He said, when I spoke to your fathers in the 7th chapter of the book of Yahoo, he said, I never spoke to them concerning no sacrifice for sin. Everybody that come here is looking for some relief or something that happened to come away to get away from your sin. It's already been done when he came. You have no business committing sin, because when you commit sin, you yourself going right back into a parallel. He told you, I can't get anything from this. I don't get anything from you committing sin. Because you committing sin, you're going to come back to give me the same things you gave me before. And I already told you what the equivalent to them is. You're going to bring me a bullock, it's just like you killed a man. Huh? You're going to bring me incense, all that, it's just like you just blessed the idol. You don't come and you don't give me all this some swine blood when this not even your dietary laws are totally against it. All these things you find out is against it. So I've already told you what I require is to walk justly and walk humbly before you all in. But this is the very part we hadn't done. That's why when it come down to anything he requires to do, that's why it's always a problem. Yeah. That's why some always come up. Because the truth be told, you know you hadn't walked the way he told you. So who told you in 1 Thessalonians 4:1, furthermore, as you receive of us, Thessalonians, how you ought to what? Wow. So you can do what? So you know it pleasing for you to show. He wouldn't make a feast if it didn't please him. When Abraham saw that the child was weaned, what did he make?
Made a feast.
Not a feast. He made a great feast. It was a great feast. He saw the child had grown. That's why he's giving us these feasts now. He's showing you're grown now. But he asked you, who you going to teach knowledge? Got to draw him from the tit. That's important for you because Yasakut left the tit. You still a titty baby. If I come, who going to pay for me? What I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. That's what a baby does. Who know what Moshe did when he was grown? See that, Allah Shamut. Who know why I call it? Cause it right. Chapter 2. Give me about 6. Other brother, get me Acts of the Apostle right quick. Acts of the Apostle, chapter 1. Give me about 5. We'll make it work. Let's see what happens. Listen.
And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept, and she had compassion on him, and said, this is one of the Abari's children.
Listen.
Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter,
listen what she said to his daughter. What she wanted, son?
Shall I go and call to thee a nurse?
Shall I go and call to thee what now, son?
A nurse.
You said go find a nursery where he can go to?
Call to thee a nurse.
For what reason?
Of the Abari women.
Yes.
That she may nurse the child for thee.
The boy need a teddy. Do you need me to go find this boy a teddy? It's evident he's a baby. He needs a teddy. Why am I so loud? That teddy done rain all down the street. Come on, son.
And Pharaoh's daughter said to her,
what did she say?
Go.
If she said go, what she wanted to do? Come on.
And the maid went and called the child's mother.
So they agreed he needed a teddy. Listen.
And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her,
what happened?
Take this child away and give and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it.
Listen.
And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son.
Listen.
And she called his name Moshe, and she said, because I drew him out of the water.
Not only been drawn from the water, been drawn from the tit. Huh? When he became her son, said it was drawn from the tit. That's what Yeshayahu told you. We ain't going to ask who he was going to teach not, who he going to make to understand. You had to be drawn from the tit, Moshe. Let me what he said, 28:7. Yeshayahu right quick. We'll finish this up. Goodness, why am I up here? $28.7. You gonna hold me there? Allah Shamut, hold me that. Come on, we'll clean all this up. Come on. 28:7. What happened?
But they also have erred through wine and through strong drink.
Where are they at, Brandon?
Are out of the way.
Who we talking about, son?
The Kohan and the prophet
What happened, son?
have erred through strong drink.
Come on.
They are swallowed up of wine.
What happened?
They are out of the way through strong drink.
Tell me what happened.
They err in vision,
And they stumble.
in judgment.
Tell me what happened.
For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness.
So that there's what?
No place clean.
Which means their table became a snare. They sat down, they ate and drank, and they rose up to play. Listen.
Whom shall he teach knowledge?
And what happened, son?
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Talk to me, son.
Them that are weaned from the milk
And tell me where he drawn from.
and drawn from the breast.
Call him Moshe. You know why that's important for you to know? He talked about them teaching them. Let's see. Aubrey chapter 11. Let's make this thing work right quick. See, y'all hear stuff that you don't think. Aubrey chapter 11. Give me verse 20. We'll make that work. 11 and 20. Listen.
By faith, Yaakov blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come.
Listen.
By faith, Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Yahusuf and worshiped leaning upon the top of his staff.
Come on, son.
By faith, Yahusuf, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Yasharal.
What happened?
And gave commandment concerning his bones.
Yeah.
By faith, Moshe, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child.
Yeah.
And they were not afraid of the king's commandment.
Yes.
By faith, Moshe, when he was come to years.
When he was what?
Come to years.
What did he do?
Refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
You hold that, son. When he became what now?
When he was come to years.
What did he do?
Refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
All right, let's jump back over now. Look at Acts of the Apostle chapter 7. Acts 7:22. Acts of the Apostle 7:22. Let's make it work. Come on.
And Moshe was learned in all the wisdom of Mizraim.
Make it 19. Listen.
The same dealt subtly with our kindred, and evil entreated our fathers, so that they cast out their young children to the end they might not live.
Listen.
In which time Moshe was born and was exceeding fair, and nourished up in his father's house 3 months.
Y'all hear that? He was nourished up in his father's house 3 months. We're going to take you right back to Yahusha. His ministry began to believe at 30 years of age. That's why he got out. Moshe was there with his parents for 30 days, for 3 months. After that, he was gone. Listen what happened.
And when he was cast out,
Pharaoh's
daughter took him up and nourished him for her own son.
What happened, son?
And Moshe was learned in all the wisdom of Mizraim.
Tell me she taught him not while he was still on the titty.
And was mighty in words and in deeds.
But notice what had to happen, though. First of all, he had to get out from his father's house. Same thing Abraham had to do. Not only that, he had to be off the titty. Because he had to learn something. See, that's why you guys are not comprehending, because you still titty babies. Titty babies don't catch on. She already knew. When she saw him, when the girl looked, his sister knew. Do you need me to go find somebody and get that boy a titty? Take this boy and get. We got too much knowledge to give somebody that's sitting here on titty. When Yeshayahu would have sat here and told you guys, who was he going to teach? You had to be drawn from the breast. Have you left the titty yet? That's why y'all got so slow in comprehending and your obligation, your responsibility towards serving Yahuwah. They're primary. This your life. This your strength. He doesn't give this to everybody.
Amen.
The only reason any other nation can get in because of us. Yes, Yahoo told they're going to take hold of the skirt of him. That is of the Yahudim. Because they done heard the man with us. It's in our law, in the book of Uyakra. I will walk with them. I'm going to dwell with them. So if they're going to get him, they got to get with us. But then he got to look at their people. His own people done gone away backwards. They only looked at you hadn't even known me. You hadn't even considered. Who you think he going to teach this kind of knowledge and you sit here sucking tit? See, y'all read, but y'all don't pay attention. When you go back to start looking at their script and you start listening to what they're saying, it's got to send you back to the law. 3 months, the man was 30 years of age when he left out the house. That's why he told you he didn't have no home. It didn't make sense to tell that from a baby. He grew up with a mother, father, sister, and brother. Where did they stay? In the wilderness? He left that situation. He was the son of Abraham. Was it going to make sense for him to stay there? Come on back to that. I had him over at Allah Shamut. I know I got him on some stuff. They'll be all right. Allah Shamut, chapter 2. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Other brother, you hold me in Acts of the Apostles 7 and about 20 now. What you left out, 7 and 20?
23.
Hold that for me. Let's see what happened. This is Allah Shamut, chapter 2. What we left off at?
11.
Verse 11. Let's see what happened. Listen.
And it came to pass
What happened,
in
son?
those days.
In what days, son?
In those days.
Tell them what happened.
When Moshe was grown.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Tell me what happened, son.
That he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burden.
That's what I'm talking about. So you get grown, you'll be him. I don't expect no baby. Why look like a baby just pop up by itself? When Moshe got grown, where did you think he was going? Moshe was grown. What a grown man gonna do? When he started to try to take off at 12, he tried to tell his mother and them he was high time to be about his father's business. But the book said he was still subject to his parents. You're not grown, son. But it came to pass when he got grown, though. When you get grown, you ain't on no titty. You can show up. So what we going to do? We following people that pattern somebody. Where's your pattern, folks? When you do something, you don't show up and you don't obey, you need a pattern. That's why he could tell them who their father was. The ox knoweth his owner. I know there's no way you could be connected to this man because you can't show up. You do stuff a baby do. I'm looking for a 2-month-old baby to change his own diaper. It's impossible. I ain't trying to teach no 2-month-old baby nothing. That's a baby. Why am I trying to potty train a baby? Get some age on you. I can start to teach you now. Let's see something, son. John, Acts of the Apostles 7, where we left out, verse 23.
23.
Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. It's Acts chapter 7, verse 23. Listen to what happened. Other brother still got me Acts of the Apostles chapter 1, verse 5. Listen.
And when he was full 40 years old,
What happened, son?
it came into his heart.
Back me up, son. How old was it, son?
And when he was full 40 years old,
Tell me what happened, Brandon.
it came into his heart
To do what?
to visit his brethren.
That's all I'm talking about. Let's just look at the book. The man say he going to be like me. Acts of the Apostles 1, 5. Matter of fact, make it Acts 1. I'll make sure there's no way this stuff can mess up. Let's just see what he said. This is Acts 1 and 1. Listen.
The former treaties have
Oh,
I
who?
made, O Theophilus,
What did you do, son?
of all that Yahusha began both
That's
to
all I'm
do
talking about.
and
Let's look
teach,
at all what the man began to do. Come on, son.
and teach
And to teach.
until the day.
You can't teach if you ain't been taught. Moses said he going to be like me. He had to be taught in all the ways of his father. Listen.
Until the day in which he was taken up,
To the day when?
which he was taken up.
Until the day when, Andre?
After that he, through the Ruach HaKodesh, had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen,
Listen.
to whom also he shewed himself alive
After what, son?
His passion.
After many what?
by many infallible
It was
proofs,
impossible for him to err with this. Listen.
being seen of them 40 days.
Being seen of them what, son?
40 days.
How long was he seen of them?
40 days.
Tell me what happened, Andre.
And speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of Allahim,
Talk to me, son.
and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which said he, ye have heard of me.
Listen.
For Yahuchanan truly baptized with water,
Yes.
but ye shall be baptized with the Ruach HaKodesh not many days hence.
Listen.
When they therefore were come together,
What happened?
they asked of him, saying, Yahusha,
Will you do what?
at this time restore again the kingdom to Yasharal.
Come on, son.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons,
Listen.
which the Father hath put in his own power.
Listen.
But ye shall receive power after that the Ruach HaKodesh is come upon you.
Listen.
And ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Yehuda and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
Listen.
And when he had spoken these things,
And when he did what?
had spoken these things,
When he done what?
had spoken these things,
He throw some dice.
while they beheld,
What he do, son?
he was taken up,
And what happened, son?
and a cloud received him out of their sight.
Man, I'm grown. I got to go see my brother now. Yeah. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Man told you I'm grown. What you think I'm doing in 40 days? I got to roll out. Didn't Moshe tell y'all about me? 40 years old, it came this hard to go see his brother. 40 days, I got to go.
Amen.
They don't know what they be doing. They play with that kind of stuff. Do y'all understand what I do for a living? This is what I do. I track the man. I'm a tracker. Y'all play around. This is, and the sad part, this is elementary. This is elementary. You don't know the man. That's what he tried to tell you in Yeshayahu 1:1 and 1:3. My people don't even know. You don't even consider. Why did he get out of here in 40 days? Because in reference to 40 years, I got to go see my brethren. It was in his heart. Why is not in your heart to be with the people of Elohim? Come on, son, that 11th chapter, book of Abari. Let's finish him up, 11:23. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. They know nothing. Y'all don't even know nothing about the man. Let's see what he did. There's that thing around, I'm convicted. I was convicted before I heard that. That's why I'm here.
Amen.
See, it's bad you keep getting convicted after you do something. Oh, yeah, I just got locked up for robbing the bank, killing 20 people. They finna give me the death penalty. I'm convicted. I just got through raping 9 little kids. 9 little girls, 4 little boys. They finna get right now and strap me down to the chair and put electricity. I'm convicted. Why wasn't I convicted before I raped them? Why wasn't I convicted before any of these charges came on me? Man, the charge, when you found out you was a sinner, a transgressor, you should have been convicted and repented, and you should have been here. Something got to be in your heart to want to be him.
Amen.
This is the word of Elohim.
Amen.
Listen to the book.
By faith, Moshe, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child.
Talk to me.
And they were not afraid of the king's commandment.
So why are you afraid? Why your job got you scared? They put a decree to kill every child. Parents say they weren't afraid of him. They fear Elohim. They tremble at his word. This is the man I'm going to look to. Somebody that trembles at my word.
Amen.
So they weren't afraid of what the king said. I'm looking at what I got to do. Listen.
By faith, Moshe, when he was come to years,
How many years were that, brother? 40. Listen.
refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter.
And you know what I'm going to call him as soon as I see him? Marry, little boy. I ain't going to call him my. I'm going to say, you marry, little boy. I guarantee you're going to stop my mouth. I guarantee you, don't call me that no more. Huh? You know what? That's your problem. They still refer to you connected to your family. That's why y'all hadn't broke away to come part of his family. That's why he got Abraham out of the house. Huh? Nobody referred to Abraham as his father's son, did they? You referred to Abraham as the father. When you referred to Abraham by his father's name, Terah, it's because he was in his father's house. Once he got out of there, you'll call me just like it is. I'm the father. The reason why a lot of y'all are still sitting in the same little traumatic point you in, because you still haven't broke none of your connection. That's how everybody know you. They still know you by your old behavior. The old smoker, old drinker, they still keep connecting you. Nobody could connect them to them people because you broke away from them. Find it right away going to go back through other than you're going to find in Bereshit and show me Abraham's father. Show it to me. Show me an end of the writing. They're going to go back and try to keep connecting you back to his father. Could he got out of their house? You're not going to keep connecting this man back to these people. I left their house. I gave my mother and father away. What did you do? You see the pattern of why you don't have the spirit? Because you don't see the same pattern they had to follow. What Abraham set up, what Moshe set up, this man came and showed, you're going to have to pattern this. This man wasn't going around talking about, sometimes I just start crying because I be like, I really didn't get to know my mom and dad. I remember some titty milk, but I don't really know them. Man said, I'm grown. You know what Shaul said when I was a child? Guess how I act. But when I became what sign? What happened?
Good way, child.
He said, this is foolishness. This is foolishness. This is foolishness. When I'm grown, y'all do childlike stuff and you grown. Come on, fill that method. I got to get out of here. I'm not even supposed to be up here. I'm a grown man. What I look like acting like a child? I'm a grown man. What I look like getting titty milk? He said, I can't even teach you nothing. You got a titty. That's bad when somebody Mizraim real like, what am I going to do with this baby? What am I going to teach him? The writings and learning of our people? The boy's still on the titty. You take him till he gets some more age on the sitting back. Now I can start to train him. Now I can train him so he learn all our ways. Why is it you don't know all our ways? Uh-oh. Why is it you don't know all our ways? Still on the titty. That's why you don't catch on. That's why you keep rationalizing wrong. You still on the titty. And I ain't mad at you. I just can't keep you here. I had to do just like Pharaoh, just like his daughter did. Send you back over there till you get out the titty. You got the titty, come back and see me. I can teach you then. Come on, finish up that second chapter of the book of Matthew, so I can let you go. What's it, 9:14? Where we at now, 9:13? Where y'all left off at? Matthew, chapter 9, where we left off? 9:13. It's all the same word, ain't it? All right, let's go. 9:13. Let's go and clear this up right quick so I can go. Listen.
But go ye and learn what that meaneth.
Come on, son.
I will have mercy and not sacrifice.
Listen.
For I am not come to call the righteous,
but the who?
Sinners to repentance.
Come on, son.
Then came to him the disciples of Yahushua, saying,
what did they say?
Why do we and the Pharisees fast off, but thy disciples fast not?
What happened?
And Yahushua said unto them,
Yeah.
Can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them?
Listen.
But the days will come.
Y'all don't know what that means either. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. Come on.
But the days will come
when what happened?
When the bridegroom shall be taken from them.
Tell me what happened, son.
And then shall they fast.
Listen.
No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment.
Listen.
For that which is put in to fill it up, take it from the garment.
Y'all hear that? That which is put in there, it's going to take away from the garment. What else happened, son?
And the rent is made worse.
And the tear going to be worse. What happened, son?
Neither do men put new wine into old bottles.
What happened?
Else the bottles break and the wine runneth out.
That's what's going to be the problem. Come on, son, let's see what happened. Go ahead and get me Yeshayahu 30:1. It don't matter what order they come in. Otherwise, Yahoo chapter 2, jump on down about verse 9, be fine. We try to get them through. I think 12 might come to mind. Why is that baby moaning and groaning and crying? Give us some meat. Notice you're hungry. Listen.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Saith Yahuwah.
Tell me what happened, Brandon.
That take counsel.
Y'all hear what he do? They take recommendation for a course of behavior. Where they get it from, Brandon?
But not of me.
See, you didn't get it from me. The stuff you doing, I didn't come and tell you that. I think he told me to hold off and wait. See, like the Lord been talking to me. The Lord probably did, of the rings and of the stain in your draw. There's a Lord of the ring and a Lord of the strain in your draw. He said he probably did. He said, your recommendation from a course of behavior, you didn't get it from me. Listen, that's what they do.
And that cover with a covering.
Back me up, son. What do they cover with?
That cover with a covering.
But not what?
But not of my ruach.
So you're going to go ahead and you're going to sew that piece on that old one, huh? I would have never told you to do that. See, he trying to tell what a man do. You're not going to put that new piece with that old piece, are you? That thing going to get worse. So you don't went and took some covering. You wonder why you're in a mess. He said, you didn't get it from me. If I told you no man do that, what make you think I'm stupider than any man you know? Come on, son. Yahoo, chapter 2, verse 9. So I can get ready and get out of here. Y'all good? Amen. I know I can't help everybody. Hopefully I help some of you. Amen. Appreciate my ministers. Y'all let me work with them. That's a job. I want them ready for y'all, though. Y'all hear me? When I fall out the scene, you know what they're supposed to do? Get up here and work this boy. Y'all hear me? Get up here and work it. Y'all hear me? Dissolve all doubt. Y'all hear me? Dissolve all doubt. Stop every mouth. Every mouth got to be. You especially who? Them are the circumcision. Make sure to stop their mouth. I stop their mouth. Listen to the book. This is 2 and 9. Talk to me.
Wherefore, I will yet plead with you, saith Yahuwah.
You know what he said? I'm going to contend with you. What happened, son?
And with your children's children will I plead.
Oh, my good. That makes sense. That's your law. I visited the iniquity of the fathers upon to the 3rd and 4th generation. So this ain't talking about sitting here begging. I'm going to contend with you and your children, your children's children. Listen.
For pass over the isles of Kittim and see.
What happened, son?
And sin unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing.
Like what?
Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
Has anybody done that? Has Italy gave up Mary? Has China gave up Buddha? Pass over the aisles. Go and look at these places. You know ain't nobody else gave it. Has India given up the Hinduism God? Is he lying? That's the thing about it. As old as this book is, and this is a pre-recorded book taken from our book, a newly recorded book taken from our old book. And yet this still hadn't happened. Nobody has given up their gods. But what happened?
My people
That's the problem right there, my people. What we do, son?
have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
Nigga go learn karate, he start praying to Buddha. They get deep in the, when you go up, you're going to get good. You got to start meditating. You got to start chanting. You got to get all the body, you got to get everything deep into it. You wind up settling out their God. Nigga start stretching. It ain't good enough to stretch and touch your toe. Nigga need to wrap his arm all around his ankle. Nigga need to get on his head and walk on his hair. All way to do that, you got to call on another God. We can't do that. Y'all don't realize the first forms of any of this karate stuff came from Africa. He ain't teaching me nothing. They took it to another and they started this chanting. They started going in deep meditation, concentration. Come on, man, you gotta fight nigga. Leave it up. Nigga done went tapped off into something else. Instead of going jaw break that nigga, be done. So you can go for the police con, do like Moses, look one way or the other way, make somebody win, knock that nigga out. By the time he closed my eye, man, trying to get in no spirit. Take that joker chin, make him flip over them pews. I got to roll. Yeah, that's when you start folding chairs. You don't need to be concentrating now. No nigga gonna wait on that stuff, man. You better come on. But they know there's a lot of that stuff you start tapping other spirit. You don't take your leg, you don't tell me you gonna break a tree with your leg. I know what you done. You done tapped off in other spirit. That bad. When the man done told you what to ask for, you don't pray now the axe is laid well. Why he say he gonna lay a leg to it? He lets you know the axe made for that. Axe made for chopping that tree, not your leg. You done tapped into some other spirit. These people get up. Let me tell you something. We already got our stuff. These people try to play fools with us. People don't know that. A lot of people go and try to get in art. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. Because you don't realize to do a lot of this stuff, you're going to start chanting. You start getting into stuff. Johnny out, they get in, they start writing junk all on their body. They start tapping on the spirit. You think this Ron James just come in and tap on, just shake all that powder and slap that junk in there for nothing. They start tapping on the spirit. They know what they got to do. You're going to get great. All right. They don't want to believe nothing I tell them. All right. Do it how y'all believe what you want to believe. Don't let anybody make no fool out of you. Steven Seagal went right there and got that little bird rock. We can rent cross water. I know these jokers do. Go right there and sell out, be a monk. I'm not impressed. A nigga can sleep butt naked with no drawer with just a little thin sheet on in the snow. Wait, right up, shake that junk up and just start walking. Because you tapping in other spirits. You're going to lay in some, I'm talking about deep, cold Quebec. We ain't talking about no 2-3 inches. These folks get foots and foots and foots of snow. Nigga go right out that tower, no drawers on, get in the squat, just lay down and go to sleep. Jump up in the morning, just shake the snow and walk off in it. They don't know how to do this. So these folks don't know how to do this. A lot of them don't know how to do the right. They don't know how to do this. A lot of this stuff you tapping in the spirit. They know, am I lying? Y'all already know what people do. Y'all don't know y'all see stuff. Y'all being fascinated with a lot of stuff. I know what you got to do it. You got to tap off in other spirits. All right. Listen.
Be astonished, O ye Shamayim,
Yeah.
at this, and be horribly afraid. Be very desolate, saith Yahuwah.
Listen what happened.
For my people have committed two evils.
This is what their problem is. They done committed two evil. Tell them what they did.
They have forsaken me,
They done forsaken me,
the fountain of living waters,
the fountain of living water. And what else have they done, son?
hewed them out cisterns.
They hewed them out what?
Cisterns,
They hewed them out what?
broken cisterns,
That can do what, son?
hold no water.
That's why I won't put the spirit in you. He said, ain't no man to do it. If you see something busted, why would you pour something in it? He said, now you done committed too. So when he came along and told you about these two things that no man don't do, you should have common sense and know your law. You done cover with a cover, you know good and well the rent gonna get worse. You gonna sit here and you done me to pour the spirit and you know you broken. That's what kind of bad shape we in. That's the law. That's why we here. Huh? I told y'all the truth where you at. You're under the curse of the law. Because you trying to get the spirit, you wonder why you ain't got it. Look at you. You can't hold no spirit. He said, I'm the fountain of living water. I can pour something out in. He told you I'm going to pour out my spirit. I'm the fountain. I'm going to pour it out. But where I'm going to put it? Who I'm going to look to? Where I'm going to put it? You still a baby. Anything happen, what happen? call mama now, call dad now, run back home, ready to take off. You still on the teddy. That's why you go home. Why you think that woman took motion back than mama? Who gonna have a better teddy than mama? Why they think they be ready to run home? Y'all fellas know y'all get where they want to go? Home. Take me home, country road, so I can get mama teddy. I'm not grown. You get grown, you get over here with us. Like Moshe did. It came in hard. Man, so I'm grown. Why do I like going back there to see if I'm going to get a teddy? Why do I like going back to a teddy? I'm grown. That's when he can teach you something. That's why y'all here so you can be taught. Matter of fact, renting your property, they should all be taught. But I can't teach all of you because some of you on the teddy. Food for thought. That's good, brother.
Amen.
Thank you, Most High.
Amen.
Appreciate it, Most High.